Boom, you looking for this?
Welcome back to Boom Shot. I'm Kel, this is Colby,
Yes,
and
sir.
we have just gotten back from Doctor Strange and the Mom. And we've got a post-credit scene to talk about what the implications for the MCU are pretty big.
And who is that character? We'll answer that.
Yeah, we'll answer that all in this video, starting now. So, let's start with a little recap of the post-credit scene. So, but actually, in order to get the proper context, we need to start with the very end of the movie.
Yeah, dude, that blew my mind.
The very end of the movie, Doctor Strange in the Sanctum walks out in normal clothes. You know, he's got a fresh new fit on, feeling like a new man. And then we hit a yeah. So basically, he's walking through the middle of the street, collapses on his knees, and if you've seen the movie, he meets a Doctor Strange in this like kind of decaying Earth. And this,
an incursion reality.
Yeah, an incursion reality. And basically, you see that, like you've seen it in the trailers, but Doctor Strange has a third eye, right? And then our good Doctor Strange ends up killing that Doctor Strange. Blah blah blah, so on and so forth. But basically, the third eye appears whenever Doctor Strange
to our Doctor Strange 616 Strange.
Yeah, so he collapses in the street, and then he like looks up, and then you just see the third eye open. Okay, that's where the movie ends. Okay, so then you go about 3 minutes of credits. And then you get to the post-credit scene.
Yeah, the mid-credit scene.
Once again, Doctor Strange walking in a fresh new fit, bro. He's got the drip on, okay? He's walking in some Gucci, okay? And he was walking down the street, and he just hears Stephen Strange. And so he turns around, and he's like, who is this? And then it's just this girl, blonde hair.
Yeah,
and
Charlize
Theron, I think is her name.
Charlize Theron, yeah.
Pretty big actor. And so he's like, who the heck are you? And she's like, you caused an incursion. And so why don't you explain what incursion is?
An incursion basically is when two universes kind of merge together. They're colliding. Yes. Not a good thing.
No.
What happens is if one devours the other, the one that devours survives, and obviously the other one dies, and everybody in it dies. Everything about it dies.
Makes sense.
But if one doesn't devour the other, both die.
Oh.
So one has to be eaten in order for the other to survive. And in the comics, many times the Illuminati actually, different characters, at least some different, have tried to stop it and failed repeatedly. So it's not an easy thing to do.
There's been twice that it didn't fail. Once Galactus ate the Earth, right? Didn't he?
Yeah.
Basically there an Earth and it didn't happen. And then another time they used the Infinity Gauntlet, but it destroyed the stones.
It destroyed the stones. So that's how difficult it is. And that's what Clea, the character at the end, that's who that is. We'll get into exactly who she is in a little bit. That's what she asked Strange to help her do. Yeah, so she asked him, she's like, look, we got an incursion. She pulls out some like, you know, purple sword thing. She's like, you know, cuts open a hole to the dark dimension. The dark dimension. So I was thinking, are we about to see Dormammu? You know, to quote one of my friends, are we about to see Dormammu? And then she's basically like, are you too scared? And he's like, oh, of course not. And so then his third eye pops up. He puts on his cloak of levitation and then bolts in there. That's where it ends. Okay, so who is this Clea character? You've got an explanation for the fandom. Actually, speaking of Dormammu,
yes,
Clea is the niece of Dormammu.
Tell me how Dormammu has a niece. I'm not sure.
That is
So Dormammu has a sister that had a kid. Is Dormammu's sister? I don't know who his sister is.
We'll have to do some more research on that. But basically, yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head.
But in the comics, she also marries Doctor Strange, Stephen Strange.
Yeah, they say heroes... that one guy made fun of Doctor Strange at the beginning of the movie, saying he didn't get the girl. He's got his girl now.
Dude, and Dormammu's niece at that?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, she marries Strange. And then the comics, right now, actually, I think in the current run, Strange dies and she becomes the Sorcerer Supreme.
Pretty powerful lady, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think they're about... pretty much equal.
Yeah, which he it seems like she uses obviously dark dimension power, and he feeds off of the I don't know what his like the magic he uses, but basically yeah. So they use two different types of magic, but so they're a pair now. They're working together to stop an incursion.
And it seems and I guess an incursion that Strange caused. So how do you think that could have happened?
That's what we wanted to get into next to pretty much sum up this video. Is we want to explain what we think the incursion was. It's not clearly defined in the movie, but there's two candidates, I think, right? The first candidate is Steven uses, maybe there's two dark holes. So in the decaying universe, basically, our Doctor Strange uses the dark hold while Wanda's using the dark hold, which could be, I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch. I think we've got a better example, though.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying there. Two dark holds, and he was using it also on a Dead Strange.
Yeah, exactly.
In the same universe that Wanda was also using another Darkhold.
Yeah, so it was kind of a weird situation, but he uses a version of himself that died in that world with America Chavez at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, and speaking of America Chavez, our other explanation would be that actually how the resolution of the movie comes about.
Mm-hmm.
When she opens that other universe and Wanda, or Scarlet Witch at this point, sees the Wanda and like yeets her, and interacts with another Wanda. Yeah. So that, I guess we haven't seen that really.
No, we haven't. Not at. And I'm trying to remember the rules of Loki, but you couldn't like.
Dude, remember in Loki how when they interacted with each other and then the planet came.
Yeah, a Nexus event happened, right?
Was that kind of like an incursion?
Yeah, I guess in a way.
Because remember like how much power they had together. Yeah. Maybe that was kind of like an incursion, and then the two Wandas meeting. Yeah. Kind of caused the same thing. So maybe those. I'm thinking
that's what's happened. So the two Wandas meet, and what? Yeah, like you said, what ended up being the resolution of the movie could also be how Doctor Strange 3 comes about. And basically, the Wanda in that universe being dreamwalked by the Wanda in our universe kills the Illuminati. So that's 6 heroes gone, completely dead. Well, I guess Mordo's still alive, but 5 heroes completely gone. And so that could also be, these worlds are colliding and they're not supposed to be. Yeah. So which one do you think wins?
So I guess this is our official boom shot prediction. If we get a D Strange 3 or wherever, I mean, this is going to come about in some movie somewhere. Yeah. I mean, this could be like the next big movie.
It might be like Ant-Man and the Wasp of Doctor Strange. It might be like Doctor Strange and the female Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Clea. So, I think that's the biggest explanation, especially looking at Loki. Yeah. When the two, Sylvie and Loki, got together and then they had to try and escape that planet because that was bad news.
Yeah, big bad news.
I think this could be big bad news about to happen to... I guess, would that be 616 and 838 colliding? So that's our universe.
Yeah, really.
So, that has big implications. And I guess that's our official prediction is that the two Wandas meeting is what caused it.
I mean, because you have to think, remember in Loki, Nexus beings are, like, the most powerful or whatever. Well, really, if you think about it, two Wandas meeting each other, two Nexus beings, could cause an incursion. So I guess we're not going to... They called it Nexus event in Loki, but I think an incursion makes more sense probably, and is what people are more used to in the comics, because I don't know if I've ever heard the term Nexus event in the comics, but incursion is obviously like a widely used term throughout the comics. So I'm definitely... We both think that that's what happened. I'm trying to remember the exact rules of Loki, because it has been a while since I've seen that show, but I remember something happened, like they were on that planet, but like two Nexus or like... they were hiding out in Nexus event. Sylvie was hiding out in a Nexus event. And something happened in that. But anyway.
Yeah, because remember in Endgame 2... Yeah. They had to, like, avoid themselves, right? Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, that reality would have a branch reality. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, I guess that makes sense because, that's what it was. They touched each other. Like, they basically, like, what'd they do? They, like, touched hands or something like that. And then you saw the branch timeline on the meter in TVA go, like that because... Because they got, it basically, that was not very good. But that's basically what happened, I'm guessing, is an incursion occurred. Yeah. But it's hard to say because, like, I'm not really understanding the MCU's, like, version of, like, timeline. Because, like, in Loki, it's like they explained it as this, like, infinite loop that has branches that get put down by the TVA, which is, like, all through the power of Kang. But then, like, they're talking about multiverse.
Yeah, it's kind of conflicting at this point, but we'll definitely get some more explanation.
Yeah. Look, science, molecules, convenience, man. It's whatever fits the story. But that pretty much wraps up our theories for what happened. We kind of gave you a play-by-play of what exactly happened in the post-credit scene and what we think this might mean for the MCU. So let us know what you guys think. You probably know. You probably have some other ideas, and we'd love to hear them. We'd love to interact with you guys. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.